Hello, welcome to City Yoga. My name is Luke, and this will be a 30-minute yoga flow practice. We're going to go ahead and begin on our backs. Before coming down to your back, just make sure you have a block or a strap handy. You may or may not use it through today's practice, but just keep it nearby in case you need it to aid you in some of our postures. So you're going to come all the way down to your back. And just begin by allowing your feet to separate, so allow your feet to fall open alongside the body with your palms facing the ceiling. And just start to create some space between the armpits. Maybe closing your eyes here. Allow your shoulders to feel heavy. And start to channel your breath in and out through your nostrils. And you just gradually start to lengthen your breath. Just bring your awareness to your belly. Just feel it expand as you breathe in. And feel your belly flatten as you breathe out. And then start to deepen the inhales. And start to lengthen your exhale. And the next time we breathe out, we're going to pause at the bottom, stay empty, place the right hand on the belly. Breathing in again. Feel the belly expand. Pause the breath. And then let it go. Pausing at the bottom once more. Bring your left hand to the heart. Take another inhale. Feel the belly expand. Pausing at the top. And then try to inhale some more, this time bringing the breath up towards the chest. And then letting it go. Feel the belly flatten. And try to draw down through your lower back. Take just a half breath in next time you inhale. And we're going to pause. Inhale again, this time bringing the breath all the way up through the chest, grounding the shoulders and pausing at the top. And then open the mouth and sigh the breath out. Take another half breath in, pausing at the belly. Take a full breath in, expanding the heart. And then slowly sigh it out. Once you get to the bottom, we're going to pause, stay empty. And take one big full inhale through your nose. Expanding the belly, expanding the chest, grounding the shoulders and holding at the top. And see if you can sip in just a little bit more. And then slowly sigh it out. And release your hands alongside the body. And you start to bend the knees and ground the feet. So we're going to bring our feet to the mat. Allow the knees to face the ceiling. Allow your feet to be about hip distance apart. And then press your palms into your mat. And as you inhale, press the hips up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, slowly lower. Again, inhaling up. And exhaling down. We're going to pause at the bottom, flatten the back. Extend the arms overhead. Plug the shoulders down so they're moving away from your ears. Just think about lengthening your inhales, extending your exhales. On your next inhale, extend the arms into the mat, pressing down as we raise the hips, pausing at the top. On your exhale, draw the tailbone down, take the arms back overhead. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale as you press down to lift. Exhale as you lower, take the arms overhead. And again, inhaling and exhaling. One more time, take a nice big inhale, press as high as you can. Engage the glutes, engage the belly, expanding the chest. On the exhale, we're going to slowly lower, take the arms overhead, and just windshield wipe the knees side to side for a few breaths. I'm going to come back to stillness. Draw the right knee in towards the chest, extend the left leg straight out. I'm going to hug that right knee in, and roll the ankle in one direction. Rolling the ankle in the opposite direction. And then extending that right leg straight back out. Bring the left knee in towards the chest. And as you hug the knee, everything towards the right side. So touch. Release back through the center, shuffle the feet more towards the left, and begin to stretch the arms over towards the left as well. Point the toes and the nose and the fingers towards the left side of your mat. And just slowly come undone. You're going to come back to the center. Draw both knees back into the chest. Bring the thighs close together and start to slowly engage in the belly. Just keeping the awareness with your breath as we inhale and exhale through the nose. We're going to start with small circles and gradually allow those circles to start to get bigger and slower. And we're going to pause and go the other way, but start small with your circles as they roll in the opposite direction. And gradually starting to expand those circles. I'm going to come back to stillness, draw the knees in, draw the belly in, see if you can bring your thighs closer together, and if it's in your practice, try to wrap the hands. Undone, place the hands to the back of the knees or underneath the knees, shift back and forth from a seated position to your back. Eventually we're going to roll ourselves all the way up to seated. And crossing the feet at the ankles and cupping the hands around the knees. As you breathe in, lengthen your spine, draw your shoulders down into your back pockets. And as you breathe out around the back, shift back to your tailbone and tuck the chin towards your chest. Again, inhale, glide forward, lower the shoulders, lift the heart up. Exhale, rounding back. One more time, take a nice big breath in and a big breath out. We're going to bring ourselves back to neutral, so sitting tall again. We're going to interlace the fingers, press the palms out in front of us, and plug the shoulders back. Take your arms overhead. As you inhale, we're going to fold over to the right, and slowly coming up on the left, softening the shoulders. Alternate side, circling left, and coming up on the right. Once more to each side, circle to the right side, elbows are soft, coming up on the left. And once more to the left, and coming up on the right. Let's go ahead and release the hands, soften the shoulders down, engage the belly. Breathe in as you reach up, and bring your palms together. Exhale, draw the hands back to heart center. Inhale, pressing forward with your hands and moving the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, releasing the hands down. We're going to pause here, make fists. As you inhale, slowly roll the wrists all the way up towards the ceiling. Pausing at the top, roll the wrists in the opposite direction as you come back down. And pause here, draw the arms out in front of you, spreading the fingers wide, plug the shoulders back, engage in the belly. As you inhale, take the arms back, expand the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, drawing open, lifting the heart. Exhale, rounding, tucking the chin. One more time. Take a big breath in. Bring the shoulder blades closer together. And exhale round. And cup your hands around the knees. And just start to circle anti-clockwise. So you're going to shift back to your tailbone. Press forward to the chest and circle over towards that left knee. You're going to pause and take this in the opposite direction. So try to rock back and start to press forward to the chest. And eventually coming back to stillness. Transitioning towards the front of the mat. We're going to move to our hands and knees. Place the shoulders above the wrists. Start off with your fingers spread nice and wide and step your right foot behind you. Press back into that right heel, finger pads, lengthen through the arms. And as you shift forward, float that right leg up, gaze down, and draw your left hand out in front of you. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. You're going to curl the right toes in, dial them down so the hips are squared. And if it's in your practice, you've got the option of bending that back right knee and maybe reaching back for the right foot. Allowing the shoulder blades to move together and pressing the right foot back against your right hand. Left hand. Inhale, reach back out again. And on the exhale, come undone. Transitioning back to our hands and knees. And stepping the left foot behind us, push back into your left heel. And as you shift forward, float the left leg, flex the foot, and squaring the hips. You're going to look down and reach the right hand out in front of you. Try to spread the fingers and try to spread the toes. If it's in your practice, you can put a bend in that left knee. Maybe reach back for the left foot with your right hand. And spiraling the chest forward, pressing the foot back. And as you inhale, come undone, gazing down. Exhale, transition back to your hands and knees. We're going to keep the knees parallel, claw the mat with our fingers, and slowly send the hips back. So knees are separated. Make sure the toes are separated as well so our toes aren't touching. We're going to try to walk the hands further forward so your arms are straight, your wrists are off the mat and your fingers are spread nice and wide. Press down into your finger pads. Gaze forward and gaze the belly. As you inhale, bring your shoulders above the wrists. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. On your exhale, sink the hips towards your wrists, peeling the shoulders back and down. Engage in the belly. Inhale, we're going to start to round, pushing away from the mat. Exhale, we're going to sink back into that child's pose. Arms extending out in front of you. Glide forward as you inhale, bringing the shoulders back over the wrist. And then sink the hips to the wrists as you exhale, pulling the shoulders down into your back pockets. Draw the belly in as you breathe in, pushing away from the mat. Exhale, sinking back into the child's pose. This time we're just going to take a single inhale to glide forward. So as you inhale, shift forward, sinking the hips, lifting the heart, peeling your shoulders down. On your exhale, press back into that child's pose. One more time. Take an inhale as you glide forward, sinking your hips, lifting your heart. Exhale, pressing back into that child's pose. I'm just going to pause here, draw the elbows into the mat, and bring our fingertips together in a prayer position. And from here, draw the thumbs to the base of the neck and allow your fingers to point up towards the ceiling. Inch the elbows slightly further forward, press your shoulders back, and try to sink your chest back towards the thighs. Extend your arms out in front of you. Let both arms travel towards the right side of your mat. And maybe draw the left hand on top if you're in a deeper stretch. I'm going to walk our hands back through the center, shift them over to the left. Option to keep the hands side by side, or you can interlace the right fingers on top of that left hand for a deeper side stretch. Extend the hands back out in front of you. And this time, just bring your shoulders above the wrists as you breathe in, tuck your toes, and press back into down dog as you breathe out. So hips press up towards the ceiling, as we lift the knees away from the mat. And try to keep the arms nice and long, pike the hips up, and then start to pedal the feet out here, allowing our hips to shift from side to side. And eventually we're going to draw that left knee down to the mat. Then kickstand the left leg out to the side at an angle and open out to face the right side of your mat. And start off by bringing that right foot in line with your left knee. I'm going to keep the left hand grounded and spar the right arm up. Press the shoulders back, allow the chest to press forward, and keep your right heel grounded, but allow the toes to lift. You're going to fan the toes back, press the hips forward, and draw the right shoulder back a little bit more. Then ground your right foot, take that right arm over the ear. From here, we're going to press away from that left hand, upright the body, release the right hand to the right leg, and reach the left arm over your ear. Try to spar the ribcage open. And slowly coming down, we're going to release the left hand back down, take the right arm back up to the ceiling, and if it's in your practice, float the right leg up as well. Options to stay here, or keep the right foot grounded, or once again, you can bend that right knee and reach for the foot, and try to spar the chest open, holding here for 3, and 2, and then 1, come undone. Transition back to your hands and knees facing forward. Engage the belly, sink back into your child's pose, and cupcake the fingers on your mat. So keeping the arms nice and long, stretching the wrists, plugging the shoulders back away from our ears. I'm going to plant the palms, glide forward to a modified plank, tuck the toes, lift the knees, push back into your down dog. So hips are high once more. Start to pedal the feet out again. And eventually you're going to come back to stillness. Let that right knee come down. Kickstand the right leg out. And this time we're going to open out to face the left side. So bring your left foot in line with your right knee. Right hand under the shoulder. It can be on your fingertips. It can be on your fist. You can even place a book or a block underneath that right hand if you need to. Open the left hand to the ceiling and draw the left shoulder back. And gently press your hips forward and ground your left heel. If it feels okay, let the toes lift and fan away from the floor. Anchor that left foot and reach the left arm over your ear. And from here, we're going to come up, pressing away from that right knee. We're going to extend the left hand down and reach the right arm over. Spiraling the right rib cage open. And then bringing the right hand back down, plugging the left fingertips back up towards the ceiling. And if it feels okay, you can float your left leg. If that feels okay, you can bend the left knee and reach back for the foot. And extend the arm and leg as you inhale. And come undone as you exhale, finding ourselves back on all fours, back in tabletop. Allow your hands to shift slightly forward to the shoulders, press into your fingers. And as you inhale, glide forward, dropping the belly, spinning the elbows in and tucking the toes. On your exhale, press back into your down dog. Inhale the right leg up towards the ceiling, flex the foot. On the exhale, bend the knee, allow the hip to open. You're going to lengthen through the arms and try to square the shoulders. Extend the leg as you breathe in. Step forward as you breathe out. So we're going to bring our right foot to the front of the mat, placing it in between the hands. We're going to sink the hips down, peel the shoulders back, and just rock back and forth on the ball of that left foot. So coming into a crescent lunge. So we'll begin with the left knee grounded and extend the arms overhead. Spreading the fingers, plug the shoulders down into your back pockets. If it's in your practice, you can pick up that back left knee. Keep slowing, drawing the shoulders down. Keep shooting the fingers up and drawing your belly in. I'm going to open the arms out to the right. So options to stay here. Or we can release the right hand to the back leg or wrap the right hand behind the back. And then draw the left hand towards the ceiling. And as you come undone, you're going to extend both hands up, goalpost the hands. Reach up and bring the hands back down. So dropping that left knee if it's lifted. You're going to untuck the toes and angle the left foot in. And if you have space, you can shift the right foot forward. Just slowly come up, finding yourselves in a modified warrior pose. Allow your hips and chest to open to the left. Tee the arms out and soften the shoulders. Engage the belly as you inhale. Sink into your right knee as you exhale. Again, inhale back to neutral. Exhale, shifting forward. Once more, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to pause here, release the left hand down, flip the right palm up, and then take the right arm back. As you come undone, just bring that right elbow to the knee, sink forward, pressing the right knee forward, extend the left arm towards the ceiling, and then reach it over your ear. And slowly come undone. We're going to plant the hands on either side of that right foot, point the left toes back, sink into a nice deep lunge. And then as you round back, we're going to straighten that right leg, bow the head forward, draw the chin towards the chest. Maybe curl those right toes in for a deeper stretch. I'm going to shift forward, coming back into your lunge. Tuck your back toes, pick up the back knee, and just start to round back. I'm going to baby step that left foot forward. Just pause about a third of the way forward, and bring the weight into your right leg. Allow your fingers to travel forward. You can use a block or place your hands in a book. And just work on shining the chest forward, keeping a micro bend in that right knee, and maybe letting the left foot come up, if it's in your practice. So if you want to challenge the balance, keep the chest pressing forward, keep the left leg up. If you want a little bit more, you can try to move the belly away from the thigh, maybe hover the fingers away from the floor. And maybe bring the hands to heart center. Soften the shoulders and work on squaring the hips. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to release the hands. Let your left foot join the right foot at the top of your mat. Soften the knees, relax the shoulders. Reach for your opposite elbows and just gently sway your upper body side to side like a rag doll. Release the hands down. Hook the thumbs together. Bring the pointer fingers together. Soften the knees and engage the belly. As you inhale, press the fingers up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly in. Push your hips forward to take a slight back bend. Release the shoulders down. On your exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. And into the ground through the feet. Engage the belly. Press the arms up as you inhale, holding at the top. Softening the shoulders and keep drawing in the belly. Forward to the right side as you exhale. Inhale back to the center. Exhale into the left. Release the hands overhead as you breathe in. Come all the way down as you breathe out. Take a half lift on your next inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to step back into a plank position. Lower the knees. Soften the shoulders and bring your elbows in. Then untuck the toes. Lower the chin and chest all the way down. Inhale, lift into cobra or press the arms straight to up dog. Tuck the toes. Press back into your down dog. Just pedal the feet out. Pause here. Draw the left leg towards the ceiling. Flex the foot and bend the knee, allowing that hip to open up. Lengthen through the arms. Square the shoulders. Inhale, straighten the leg. And on the exhale, stepping forward to that left leg. So you're going to sink the hips, lift or shine the chest forward, shift back and forth on the ball of your right foot. Stretching through that right hip flexor, we're going to pause, ground the Left foot, take your arms overhead, plug the shoulders down into your back body. Options to stay here. If you need to, that right knee can come down to the mat. Extend, open the arms out to the left. Options to stay here. Or that left hand come down and that right hand can reach up. Ensure both arms overhead. And then release the hands down. Just go ahead and lower your right knee, take a nice deep lunge, and then shift back. Shift back into that lunge. Allow the right toes to turn towards the left side of the mat and slowly come up. We're going to open towards the right, extend the arms, soften the shoulders. Take an inhale, reach forward as you exhale. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, sinking forward. And once more, inhaling and exhale. We're going to pause, flip the left palm, and take the left arm back. Right arm can move to the back of the leg or can wrap around the back. And as you come undone, draw the elbow to the knee and take the right arm over the ear. We'll spiral the ribcage open. And slowly come undone. Release the hands on either side of that left foot. Allow your right toes to point back. So keeping that front foot grounded, that back knee grounded. Extend the arms overhead, spread the fingers, and then goalpost the hands. Reach back up and flow the hands down. You're going to tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee, and start to round the back and tuck the chin. Baby step your right foot forward, and you can pause just about a third of the way forward. Allow the weight to shift into your front left foot. Keep a micro bend in the left knee, and just work on shining the chest forward. If you want a little bit more, that right leg can come up. You can curl the toes and try to dial the toes down. If you want a little bit more, you can hover the fingers away from the floor. You can bring your hand to heart center. Softening the shoulders, squaring the hips, engaging the belly. When you're ready, release the hands. Bring the right foot down to join the left. Take a half lift as you breathe in. Forward as you breathe out. One more time. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, we're going to fold, soften the knees. And then gradually start to transition yourselves down to a seated position. From here, keep the belly engaged, soften the shoulders, and just take a slow lower all the way down to your belly. I'm going to end with happy baby pose. So for happy baby, you'll want to bend the knees, bring them into a rest, and then knees to separate wide. If you can, you reach and try to take the outside edges of the feet and try to pull the knees down, around, or towards the armpits, towards the ribs. If you can't quite reach the feet, you can take the shins or the ankles, or just reach a little bit lower down, but keep the knees open, flex the feet down with the knees. Belly. If you want a little bit of movement, just rock from side to side. And from there, we'll bring the soles of the feet together, and we'll let our knees come all the way down, or let the feet come all the way down to your mat. Allow the knees to fall open. Bring your right hand back to the belly, the left hand to the heart, closing our eyes. Pause at the bottom of that next exhale. Fill up on the next inhale, breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly, expanding the chest, drawing our shoulders down. Sigh the breath out. Take another big inhale through the nose. And see if you can inhale just a little bit more. and side out. We're going to ground the feet to the mat again. Allow the knees to face the ceiling. Press your palms into your mat. As you inhale, push the hips up towards the ceiling. And exhale, lower. Just twice more. Inhale, raising the hips. And exhale to lower. One last time. Take a nice big inhale. Press the hips up as high as you can. Engage the glutes. Expand the chest. And slowly lowering down. Just draw both knees back into your chest and make circles in one direction. And circle the knees in the opposite direction. As you find stillness, take a nice big inhale as you engage all the muscles in your body. And you exhale. As you fall all the way to one side, take a fetal position. And then with your eyes closed, slowly begin to walk yourselves back up into a comfortable seat. And let's find a seated position on the top of the mat. Slide the shoulders into your back body. Sit up nice and tall. Just release your hands alongside the body. Inhale the arms overhead, bringing the palms together. On your exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Bowing the head slightly, softening the shoulders away from our ears. And pause when you're empty. And just take a nice slow big inhale through your nose. Pausing at the top. Inhale some more. And side out. And thank you for joining me in practice. Namaste.